Hello, I'm Michele Hyde, President of Simply Bookkeeping. In this video, I'll describe what typically happens during an audit and the things that you can do to make the audit go faster, smoother, and easier. In most cases, the audit will happen in your office. The auditor will want to see the business in operation and may ask for additional supporting documentation, so it only makes sense to arrange the audit at your office. It is best to set them up in an empty boardroom or a spare office if you have one. The auditor will appreciate not being interrupted by the regular operation of your business, and your employees will appreciate not being distracted from the work by the presence of a CRA auditor. Plus, if the auditor wants to discuss sensitive or confidential aspects of your business, you'll probably appreciate the privacy that a boardroom or office provides. If having the audit at your business offices isn't feasible, it's not unheard of to arrange the audit at your bookkeeper or accountant's office or another off-site location. For most small businesses, an audit can be as short as an hour or as long as a full business day, but typically an audit will last a few hours. When the auditor arrives, there will be the usual business introductions, and you'll want to make sure that you get a business card from them. In case there are any follow-ups, it's a good idea to know how to reach them. The auditor will want to get down to business pretty quickly. They'll want to start reviewing the documentation you have set aside for them. You should remain with the auditor throughout the audit, as they will want to ask questions and seek clarification on what they're looking at. If you don't think you can handle the stress of the audit very well, then you can choose to not be there. But make sure your bookkeeper or accountant is. By completing an RC-59 form, your bookkeeper can discuss the finances of your business. And by preparing for the audit ahead of time, your bookkeeper should be able to answer any questions the auditor has. If you're going to be wound tighter than a $2 watch, maybe it's best if you're not present during the audit and let your bookkeeper take care of it. At the end of the audit, the auditor will provide a handwritten assessment of the audit and have an exit meeting. They may ask for additional documentation. Again, this is where your bookkeeper can be of great value by making sure that what they're asking for is within the scope of the audit, and they may offer some suggestions of how you can improve your bookkeeping practices to make things better for future audits. They may identify discrepancies where your bookkeeping practices were not in compliance with the tax laws of Canada. At this point, you don't need to do anything. In the weeks following the audit, the auditor will follow up with a formal letter detailing the assessment and any subsequent action. Two things that you must remember during an audit are openness and honesty. Let's discuss honesty first. It is vitally important that you're 100% honest during an audit. The CRA and the auditor have access to a lot of information about you and your company. So if you lie, they'll probably be able to catch you out. Also, if you knowingly lie during an audit, you can be criminally prosecuted. Openness is another story altogether. While you shouldn't hide anything, you do not need to be fully open during an audit. You do need to answer the questions that are asked, but you are not required to provide any more information than what is asked for. Providing more information than what is asked for may lead the auditor into other parts of your business and may even prompt them to trigger a different type of audit. By having your bookkeeper or accountant with you and by preparing thoroughly for the audit ahead of time, you'll reduce your risk of loose lips sinking your ship. By the time the audit happens, you're almost done the audit process. And all that remains is for the auditor to confirm that your bookkeeping and accounting practices are within compliance with the tax laws of Canada. The audit will likely happen at your office and will only take a few hours, but you'll want to make sure you involve your trusted bookkeeper to help keep the audit on track. And make sure the auditor stays focused on what the audit is about. I hope this information has been valuable for you. If you'd like to talk to a bookkeeper, please feel free to contact me. I'm Michele Hyde, President of Simply Bookkeeping. I look forward to hearing from you.